Alright, so gonna just Fatty here from Pack a Punch Traders. Just gonna make a video lesson going over my watch list going in for Tuesday, first day of the trading week, since we had today off. Probably won't go through every single one, but I'll go through most and my favorites, what I think will likely spike. So let's just start with it. Sbev. So let's start with what happened. Parabolic play, multi-day breakout, low volume on Thursday breakout over the 190-ish area, I believe. Yeah, and then just absolutely took off in the morning. Shorts failed to keep it down. Buyers came back as we see some volume here, or probably some short covering. Regardless, some more buying took it higher. VWAP reclaim. We got solid consolidation for about 10 minutes here or so, and then from there just took off and still generally just holding right near the highs. Lower float, low market cap, doing great volume. Could possibly keep going. It did get right near resistance levels here, so if this thing fails to break down, I could easily see a push. That is the play here. Potential week open, red to green move, or a previous high day break over 434 to test 5 for a quick snipe. Could be a play after that, but only if it keeps holding up. But, if I'm in the low mid fours, I'm not going to ignore a quick 10 to 15% in the low 5 area. So, especially with a move like this, Schwartz could, it's still holding up. It's still a solid uptrend. But there's some other plays going on. I'm not going to focus so heavily on a day 2 play, because there's probably going to be some other plays coming up tomorrow. So, although I do think this has some more left in it, probably won't be my main watch, but I'll certainly keep an eye on this for potential failure to break down. Shorts' expectations aren't met, and they start covering. I don't know if we'll get a move like this, but I do think it does have a little bit more in it. Next one, wait, let me check. Right, let me see if the 5 level is key. Yeah, okay. So this is why I chose 5, right around this area here. And it seems like it wants to break above this level here. If it could do a red to green move, previous high day break. So next level will be 5. If it holds up around there, could squeeze shorts even higher. But considering it's also an Amex, not my total favorite. I've been burned a few times by some Amex plays. So a little traumatized with those, but still a solid play, decent opportunity. But yeah, on to the next one. Gfai, another great play. From here. Okay. Beautiful play in the morning. VWAP play here. Pre-market break as well as an open price play. We do have a decent downtrend going on here. Nasdaq, lovely, low market cap, low float, doing incredible volume. If this fails, we got another breakout right here on 225. Day high is 216. So that could be a place of resistance or a place where it just takes off. So we'll gauge volume, see what the momentum is like in the morning. But yeah, overall not the greatest history. But all of this here, all this downtrend, it's all low volume. So if shorts see what I see with this garbage chart, they'll probably keep shorting into the test of 2, all into here. So if it fails to break down, yeah, I think we'll get a play So for me, I'm looking for a previous high daybreak for a test of the mid twos, maybe high twos. So in this general area, could go higher with a float like that. If volume keeps coming in, um, and the momentum is upwards, yeah, this thing could definitely take off. I know this is also a day two, but we'll see what happens. Ideally, I would really like a gap up, and then from there play it like a pre-market high break or an open price play as it's right near uh, the low twos here. So we'll see how this opens up. As of now, kind of same view as Sbev. Probably going to be a secondary watch, but certainly could do something if shorts get caught on the wrong foot. It could definitely come back and make a solid short squeeze. So yeah, not my top watch, but certainly gonna try and not forget it. Now we got GMVD. Beautiful. Yeah, I remember this here last week. Just really nice uptrend, low flow. Not bad with the volume yesterday, but generally here, we got takeoff volume there. Low market cap. Let's see resistance levels. We got this what 420 multi-day breakout. Besides that, not much going on. I think it'll be all-time highs. Okay, this is gonna be a potential top watch if this thing looks like it's gonna fail a breakdown. Got a solid bottom here. This thing could start curling back. That could definitely be a 420 multi-day break to at least test 5. Let me see what I got written down here. Oh, I even, yeah. I got cut out. I need to fix my S button. Every time I click S, it pauses, it stops, and starts the video. So yeah, at least I have it here. That will be the plan to at least test 5. It's amazing, low float, so this is gonna be nice. If volume could really come back, this would be perfect. Because here, definitely got short stuck here. They got this beautiful fade. Now you're getting a failure to keep breaking down. Some might start covering. Buyers like me will start looking at this for a potential breakout. This, I think, has a decent chance of being in play. If not tomorrow, sometime this week. As long as this thing keeps holding up, it could, and then come back for the breakout level. This could be really nice. So that's the plan with GMVD. I like that a little more than these two. Let's see. DWAC. Okay. This one's been on a solid uptrend. So yeah, played this a few times, went over that in previous video lessons. Still holding up. I'm not much of a swing trader, but the way this thing keeps moving makes me want to just get a decent entry, set my risk, and almost just ignore it. I have a strong feeling this is going to get back to the 90, 100 area. So if I have a good risk, I might consider a swing. This thing is very choppy, but it's holding up decently. So that's what I got going on here. If this thing could keep holding up around 75, I could see that as a potential play for a potential swing. Who knows? Maybe it comes at once. But I think the way this is moving, yeah, that's just what I'm going to expect. I'm not going to expect it to all of a sudden turn a corner and just take off. So, only potential swing play. I haven't swung anything in a long time. Not really what I trade at all. Yeah. So that's that. Still holding up around this key area. Not bad of a chart. Could definitely set up for a solid squeeze. So not much to say there. I've spoken a lot recently on that. Just the Trump social media play getting released in a month, or at least the rumors say. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. If not this month, maybe next month something happens. But yeah, on to the next. PSTI here. Okay, beautiful multi-day breakout here so far. Low volume, very low volume compared to what it was set. Low market cap, relatively low float, not super low. Ideally, a lot of volume comes in for that. But no key levels here with solid volume. So, pretty clear chart. It is big fader, but I think this almost reminds me of, what do you call it? Sbev. We had that week, first green day, breakout play, multi-day break, and it just took off. Volume came in. Who knows if this will be like Sbev, but certainly don't want to ignore it. If volume comes in, this could be a really good play. Holding 2 could easily test low to mid 2s. Maybe 3, but I definitely won't be waiting around too long. If I get 10 to 20%, I will lock that in. So let me see here what the play was. Low volume breakout. Yeah, so just keep an eye for that red to green move. The volume is going to be very key for this because it's still not there yet. So yeah, and even if you miss the first spike, if it ends up coming back, failing to break down again, holding VWAP, uptrending, still giving bullish indicators, I think it could pull another move up. So this is going to be another top watch of mine right there with what was it, GMVD. I like these two a lot right now. Pick. Okay, not much going on with the long term. Low float, recently got heavy volume, kind of fading, but if this thing could confirm, that could be something, because here you got some shorts trapped for sure. All in this spiking, they're definitely sizing into this. Was another area where they probably got in, and from there on, they're probably all excited, failing to keep going. But right now, right around 6-ish, got a key level right around here, and even in the mid 5s. But this had a failure to break down in the morning. It came back and gave a quick little perk here. So maybe that's some indication of some bottoming. We'll see. Too soon for me to tell. I'll wait for the volume to come in and ride the wave higher. I'm not trying to call this and swing this one like DWAC. But if this thing comes back with some good volume, with a float like it's got, and market cap, and with the probable shorts that are trapped in here, I think this thing could easily rip from 8. It could definitely touch 9, maybe 10. I wouldn't be shocked to see this thing go to all-time highs, but I will take my quick move. I always have these expectations of what they could possibly touch, but I will likely never hold for that long. Yeah, so maybe, and also another angle here that I could see. First, let me see what I got going on. I wrote down. Okay, yeah, so I was really focused on the 784 breakout. But what could also be a good play is the potential failure at that level. So if this thing gets volume early on and is holding above VWAP, uptrending, kind of how I've been going over with Reli when I did that last Monday, when it fails to break down after a few days of fading, it's essentially a multi-day bounce. Is kind of another way to look at it, but in this case, they don't spike as much. It's just when they kind of, I don't know, something I need to track. I haven't tracked it, but something I've noticed and have made some money on this year so far. So if this thing fails to break down, holds VWAP after maybe we get a little quick push and shorts bite on that, and then it fails to break down, I could see a potential entry before the high eights, maybe somewhere in the high sixes, seven-ish area, um, for potential move for that. Maybe even a fake out, get to the mid eights, where we got some resistance here from the after hours session on the 11th, 12th, 11th, yeah. So this one's got good potential. I like this one a lot as well. Let's see. Got a couple more that I really like. Did I go over BBIG? No. Yeah. Really liking BBIG, but we'll get to that. Okay, here. Garbage chart. Garbage, garbage, garbage. I remember looking at this last week for a 3-4 breakout. Ended up taking off pre-market and getting to the fives pre-market before it just faded all day. Now we're right around that breakout level again. I see. Don't see float. Don't have that information. But the way this is looking, as long as we get strong volume, I think shorts could get squeezed. And I'm not even thinking of a play to really take off over 4. I think shorts have got a good grasp on this, and all I'm looking for is a bounce. Similar to the plan that I was talking about with pick, how if we get a momentum shift, so volume, it's getting a little late, getting a little tired. So if we get a momentum shift, hold a VWAP, just a solid uptrend, just general shift of this garbage going on, just fading, doing nothing, it could potentially have what it takes to get back and test 4 maybe. It's gonna be hard, I think, for this to break higher. Let's see what I have planned here. Look for retest in mid 4s, potentially 5. Okay, still holding around the 3-4 breakout. Yeah. So this could, as this was resistance, now possibly support. We're kind of in this range between the low 4s and mid 3s. If this thing fails to break down, we are way off the highs here, and these wicks are getting quite long and the volume is just dropping. I could see a potential momentum shift. Don't know how far it'll go, but yeah, the plan 4, maybe 4.5, but I'm really thinking a retest of 4, which from this price, not a huge profit angle, so kind of not my favorite, really, just because of that. I don't really see a huge profit angle. If I'm really looking for the momentum shift and whatnot, I probably wouldn't be buying until the mid 3s, assuming we get a little pop. I'm buying it's up around 10%, 8-10% on the day. So we'll see with this one. But this does also have pre-market, which we don't see here. Solid resistance in the high 4s, but it didn't even budge on this day. As you can see here, just barely went above the open price. It was all just selling. Um, we'll see what happens. Thank God there's other plays. This isn't my favorite compared to some of these other plays here. I wish there was more of a profit angle. Maybe tomorrow it appears. I just don't see it right now. And considering I don't have this information on hand right now, which I'll find out later. I just need to go through the SEC filings. Not a huge fan of this one. Let's just move on. Just want to go through a few more. Reli. This one. Solid uptrend here on the daily chart. Low market cap, low float. Volume overall holding up pretty well. We do have a little bit of a volume fade here, but it is still doing a lot more volume than any of these than it's ever really done, besides obviously this. So we'll see what happens. I think we're gonna get a solid bounce play. We got a lot of shorts. I think this is one of the most shorted plays in the market, pickers in the market. So this green day here with a low volume perk, very encouraging. It was in my watch list for Friday. I do have a small position overnight from the mid 8s. I think my average, 858, I believe, or 860. Somewhere high 50s or 860, something like that. We'll get to that tomorrow. But I do have a small position looking at the little break over this area here, looking for a test of mid 9s to 10ish. I would have been out if this thing spiked 20 more cents, 30 more cents. I would have been out almost $1. I definitely would have taken it, but I didn't, and I don't really regret it. We have this solid base here, failed to break down even after this steep downtrend, or pullback rather. Still solid higher lows. I don't know if we're going to get a beautiful gap up and it's going to take off, but something to keep an eye on tomorrow. What do I have it for? Previous high, daybreak, or still holding up. Short stuff, I don't like that. Retest or break over mid 10s. Looking for a red to green move or previous high daybreak over 934 to test the mid 10s. Okay, yeah. So I'm looking for first potential play I'm seeing red to green move, previous high daybreak to test the breakout level, and if once it gets there, keeps holding up, consolidates, short sellers' expectations don't get met, buyers keep coming in, we get another move, we get a solid breakout over 10. I believe we're at all-time highs. Yeah, so I like this play a lot so far. Until this thing fails, I'm liking this a lot. Because low flow, heavily shorted, holding near all-time highs, beautiful uptrend. It's got a lot of things in its favor, definitely. So one of my top watches for sure. Got BBLG. Not my favorite. Similar, gonna be very similar to IMRN. What I'm looking for, that bounce play. In this case, a lot bigger potential to profit. This little perk here and higher low makes me think this thing might look to reverse. We do have a low float, low market cap. Does have a garbage history, so I will be in and out pretty quick. Probably looking for a VWAP hold. Just looking for an initial momentum shift. A little quick spike. Shorts think it's gonna fail because look at that history. That's disgusting. Then It fails to break down, keeps holding VWAP, and we get another move higher. And then ideally touches mid fours, maybe 5. We'll see. But this is definitely a solid play. Solid potential play. Yeah, I'm just going to get through these pretty quick. I think I'm going to stop at BBIG. GNPX. Not much. Least favorite so far that I'm looking through. Near the lower end, close to support. Larger float. Not that big of a market cap, but it will need a lot of volume if we're going to want any big movement like how it did this first green day. It required a lot of volume. I'm not even concerned about resistance up here in the 4s, because right now we got hard resistance at 3.49, or what was it this day? I'm thinking of a different stock. Yeah, I'm thinking of something else. 362 here. We're gonna need something, because right now it's right near support. If this thing could get some volume and come back, I will think it is confirming this double bottom. That might trigger some shorts to get squeezed, but I will really like it to get back above the 260s first if I'm gonna trade this, because until then I'm gonna see this as resistance, because it's just a lower high. Oh, wrong one. Ugh. Jesus Christ. Alright. So I like a reversal. That'd be pretty nice. I can see this potentially doing something. Do have a slight bit of a higher low here if it does confirm. So a bunch of what ifs with this one. So this is more of a waiting game to see if it really does come back. So similar with these other plays, but considering this one's had some more time, I see it a little differently. Like what I'm seeing, like this first green day here is probably what I'm seeing with BBLG, but now we got another stuff, another high set. So I kind of a different stage. They're in different stages. So that's why this one's my least favorite compared to the other ones that are similar to it. But yeah, just keep an eye on it. Potential short squeeze. But yeah, least favorite. BBIG. Multi-day run here, just absolutely failing to break down. Larger float and market cap than what I'm used to. I do have a very, very tiny position overnight because it's holding right near the highs again. It's being talked about a lot lately. I think we can get another move higher before shorts end up smacking this in the face. But with an uptrend like this, until we get no morning panic, or no morning spike, I will think this is gonna have the potential to keep heading higher, because that's the key here. If you can see, to some of really is kind of the key for the moves. I really look for a morning spike. It really sucks in shorts, and if it fails to break down, it just keeps squeezing. So once that doesn't happen, I'm going to assume shorts took over, and you're going to start getting morning panics and morning fades from there. So here you got morning spike, again morning spike. If this thing fails to break down, I will bet it will have another morning spike. I could see this thing testing 5, mid 5s. I was going to say 6, but we do have this little gap down here that I'm not too fond of, so we'll call it mid fives are the goal for this play. But yeah, this talked about a lot. A lot of people got eyes on this and high expectations for this. So I don't have those same extremely high expectations of this thing going parabolic and going back to 12, 20, even higher. I just want my quick 10, maybe 20%. That would be nice. So now we're getting to half an hour, and I need to get ready to pass out and get ready for the market tomorrow. So I'll leave it on that. Couple pretty good plays. I'll just highlight them here. Things that are really catching my eye. All the red is going to be probably top watch, and blue secondary watch. Okay, that's that. Yeah, we'll see what spikers are there in the morning as well. Whatever gap ups we get, potential open price plays. Going into the week though, I'm really liking Bbig, Reli, Pick, PSTI. If GMVD could get some, oh no, I'm thinking PSTI. PSTI could get some more. Even GMVD. Ugh, GMVD. Kind of forgetting it. That could be something, but I'm really digging PSTI for potential play. It's got this breakout here, so we'll see what happens. We'll go over these plays tomorrow. I hope this was beneficial to anyone, just kind of seeing the pattern of what I'm looking for. It's really just I'm looking for an initial spike for it to suck in shorts, because there's people betting against plays continuing higher, and when their expectations of that play going lower in price, when it fails to do what they want, you will start seeing a gradual climb higher from dip buyers as well as short sellers buying back their position. And I'm just looking for that quick angle, and that Sbev, I think, was a great example of that. This intraday, I do, of course, look at it the same way on a daily chart. Was it IMRN? Not the best example. Let's actually do BBLG. Where are we at? Oh my god. Where you have this solid spike, shorts are trapped, and at some point they're going to cover. I'm just looking for my quick angle in that short squeeze, where sometimes, as you saw with Sbev, they can be very strong and very fast. So, yeah, I'll leave it at that. Perfect.